this little guy right here is stripped out, so that adds another day for us, but at least our pipe came in. Asher is off to school, preschool, daycare, and look how clean it looks. She washed yesterday with the new little hose thing, so that's cool. Let's get to work. Early morning, here we go, day 6. Let's get some stuff done. Oh yeah. Maybe we'll pull her out today, but probably tomorrow. Oh, there we go, turning. Oh. Good morning. For today is parts. We have our rockers. I got a couple more boxes in there, but a couple things are missing, so we're gonna get back to the office and get those ordered. Our new injectors were supposed to come with these tubes. These are the old ones, yellow rust on it. And a red paint. That was supposed to be involved with it because the tip of these, once it is torqued down into the injector, this is what delivers the fuel to it. That seat is a one-time sit with that injector, so you can't reuse it on a different one. So we got the new injectors. Looking all pretty, but where it seats into it, right there, we need the new tubes. So we can't use the old ones. That's our problem, so we're getting 3 more sent over. Right now we're gonna put our crank seal on and get our water pump in. And then mess with our exhaust a little bit, get our turbo on. But yeah, we did that over the Sunday weekend, and we'll get our injectors in, but we can't torque them yet. They go right there until we get our new tubes. So we'll get those coming. Let's get to work. The crank seal has a special tool to press it on. See, we already put it on there a little bit, but this guy right here, press it. Pretty important process because you don't want that leaking, right? No thanks. And we were thinking we should have done this Sunday, but we just forgot. It was Sunday, we wanted to get back to family, enjoy the day. We ate some Chinese food last night. It was pretty good. I got a little bit left over in the fridge. Oh yeah. And now you got to do these evenly, a quarter turn, so it doesn't go on sideways. You'll feel them get loose as you come back around. Until it goes all the way in there. And this gets under there. Let's keep going. So this is your water pump, guys. Andrew's working on it. He's getting the O-ring from Snag, and you put a little Vaseline on it. And this little fins right here, that's what pushes all your coolant through your whole system. So that's gonna go right in there. Get it lubed up, Andrew. She's heavy. These water pumps are heavy too, guys. Be careful with them. You don't want to scratch that O-ring when you're going in. She slides in like so, and the Vaseline makes that O-ring not get snagged. Wiggle it side to side, and she'll be popping in. There you go. And we've got the seal for the crank all the way in there, so we're gonna get Allison now. She said, come get me when you get that in there. That should be good. He's setting it to 41. There you go, that's 87. Okay, go, 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 go. Go, go, Gadget.
You said 41, right?
Yeah, 41. And then make sure you hold it on her handle, because that'll give you the best reading for torque. Green light, there you go. Bam, baby, we're torquing. And we got a new water pump, so we got some good coolant going through here. There you go, baby. All right, well, let's do some oil pump now. This is your oil pump, and just simply 4 bolts, both sides, and that's what pumps all your oil. You got it out of the box, now let's get it under the truck. So the gears go away from you, of course, because they're gonna touch with the bottom of the crank, and that's where it goes right there. Let's get her on, just 4 bolts. Like that, she's in. It's kind of tricky to make sure you don't drop it and get the bolts threaded, but they will go for you. And we have oil pump, and then our pickup tube goes into there with an O-ring, and it braces back here on these 2 bolts, or this one and that one. And that holds it, where the pickup tube picks up the oil from the back. We have to torque all these to 110, and I think that's 42, but I gotta ask Allison on these ones here. Let's get it all torqued, and then we can put the pan on. This is your oil pickup tube, so it sits in there like this. This goes into the oil pump, and then it picks up the oil from the back of the pan. So we've got to put a new O-ring on this little thing right here, and then we can go bolt it in, and then we can put the pan on. This is your oil pan gasket, guys. Quite the gasket, pretty thick. We're gonna be throwing that on, and then we're gonna be buttoning it up from the bottom. So we'll be all done with the bottom for a while, and then we'll start working on these rockers up here. Let's get this big boy unboxed. Oil pump is torqued down. Now it's time to open some rockers and get them on the tubes and get them on the head. Well, look who showed by. No thanks on YouTube. He's the one that sent us that little stabilizer for our flag in the front. We appreciate that. It's been cool. And he's buying lunch today, which is awesome. So
For the whole crew.
that's pretty sweet. Thanks so much, man. Thanks for stopping by. He's from Fort Lauderdale
Fort Lauderdale.
and was retired in the Navy.
I didn't retire from the Navy, but I retired.
There you go. But did some service in the Navy, so thank you for your service, man. That's awesome. We'll go out here and see what they're doing with this. I think they're delivering tires or something, but we just got the oil pan on. We're going to do rockers now, and we're going to eat lunch, though, once. Firehouse subs? Pretty cool. He's getting overhead done, which is what I did here a little bit ago. That's what mine will look like in a little bit when I get all my rockers on. What do they got? Oh, they got tires showing up. Let's check this out. Or no, they're drums. Oh, those are the dually. He's been waiting for these for like 6 months. November. Dually wheels for the dually they got in the back. That's gonna be pretty cool. Can't wait to see these opened. All right. That does look pretty. That's gonna make the dually look nice. It was worth the wait.
Since November.
It's got some meats on it too. Just put it right in there. Awesome. Thank you so much, man, for delivering that. Those do look pretty good.
Yeah, but look at me. Look what I'm saying.
Oh, he said, well, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Jeff.
You got it, man.
No thanks on YouTube. And it was Debbie. And thank you, Debbie and Jeff.
You're welcome.
And you gonna grab? Well, of course. Yeah. Like, if you stop filming, I'm gonna grab one. Jeff and Debbie are heading out of here. It was so cool having lunch. Great sandwiches from Firehouse. So back to work though. That was awesome getting some lunch from Jeff. Thanks so much, guys, for coming down and seeing us. This is another filter that you kind of overlook. It is right there, really dirty. That's the bottom of it, but it filters your coolant from behind the fuel or the coolant or the water pump, sorry. Mine is 2127, just a little guy, not the size of a regular truck, but it's really hard to get off. I remember last time, so hopefully it's been changed recently, but it does not look like it, how dirty it is. So we'll get that off, get that changed, and we get our oil filter off also while we're down there. And also our fuel filter, which is really hard to find right now. They're back ordered all over the place. We'll change that again too, right there. Filter change, and then we have a couple of our tubes that showed up, and we will be here again tomorrow, guys, because we got more parts that are still showing up, but we only have 3 tubes. These are these, right? Where did I put them at? These are these, but brand new. So we need to go to our injectors. So we got some stuff to do, and then we'll put all of our rockers on. These are the tubes the rockers go on. We'll use a bunch of assembly lube, and those are all the rockers to go on them. And there's a sequence to do them. Back to work. We have our rocker assembly line going on over here. Kind of have to, they're different. The shafts themselves are different. One in the rear, I believe, has 2 oil inlets off the pipe and has different groove in it. So this is I just mirrored it, got the exact same pipe, and then all you have to reuse is the jakes. This is a brand new jake solenoid. There's our old one. So we just have to put in the jake solenoid now with some more assembly lube that around. And then the last one, and then that bolt on the end, and then that whole rocker can be lowered down on top of the cam. So let's get that going, get it lubed up, and then we'll put the first one on top, and then we'll come back into the second one. But before we put those rockers on, we have to put our little push downs on top of the valves here. And so we marked them. It's kind of hard with one hand, but we'll set this one down up here. This piece has to come out. Whoops, I just dropped it. Ooh, there we go. Come out and go on top of this right here, and then this goes over it like so, and then I'll put an F towards the front. So that's a spin around. No, that's right, just like that. So the rockers will push down and make contact right here on both of them for intake exhaust. Let's get those rockers. David's lucky day right here. His parts showing up, guys. We enjoy hanging out with him, but he wants to get back on the road. So this is what's taking so long half the time to get going. But Trey, there she is. David's savior, one big piece, man. Woo! So what David had going on was it was leaking actually out of the shaft, right?
Yep. That's what at first when we needed to replace it, it was leaking out of here.
Yep.
And we thought it wasn't getting enough pressure on the fan because if it don't get a full 100 or more, it will leak out of here. And then after we rebuilt his old one, it was blowing out of this little hole.
Yep. So that whole thing needed to be replaced.
Yeah, I think the clutch was toast too.
Yeah, the clutch was toast. So his is a one-piece. I have a two-piece one where mine actually attaches to the front. But that's going on. That's going to save David and get him rolling again. Going in right here. Whew. He's happy though. Yeah, David. And we are all set, guys. I actually had these backwards earlier in the video, so the one that pushes on top has to be on that side. So we got them switched. I looked at another truck outside, and that's the cool thing about being here. You got a bunch of things to look at. Or you have Allison, but I don't want to bother her. I haven't torqued them yet. What do they go to? I know I didn't run it down or torque it. I was doing other things. Slagger. What's the torque spec on those?
On what, the rock arms?
Yeah.
I'm down 22 and the 60 degrees.
22 and 60 degrees. All right. Can I have the special snap on? Where is she? Somewhere around here. When it comes down to torquing these now, you want to go from the middle to the back, and then you run them down tight all the way through. Then you back them off.
I just asked her what this is.
There you go. Back them off. And then you have it set at 22 foot-pounds. And once you start giving it some more tension, you'll start counting again. And you go to 22. There you go. We'll do the same thing on this back one. We'll go over them all again for 22, and then you turn it 60 degrees. And then you're set. This is my last little piece to cover up the fuel pump idler gear. And this kit, they give you all the gaskets. So you just got to kind of sort through the bags and find the right one. We already pulled this one out, the little pick, and then push that one all the way in there. And then what Hey Guy does is they put an extra coat, a little bit of Detroit jelly to make that seal even better. So we'll get some of that on there. And then we'll cover up our fuel pump and idler gear. So we have a little bit more of a setback now, guys. Just got all these in. These go down to 30 pounds. And that one goes 30 pounds. These two go to 60 pounds. We got that one 60 pounds, and we started torquing on this one. It just kept spinning. And we were like, the threads on it are good. So Allison put it back in again and took it back out. And this little guy came with it. You know what that means? That means helicoil, guys. That means somebody before had stripped out the fuel pump by going too hard on it. And that's how you fix it. Put new threads in there. But that is kind of a lot more work for me now. So now I got to take my whole fuel pump off to redo this on the fuel pump. Good times. But we're going to be here anyway till tomorrow because we have to wait for 2 more parts. So it's okay. We still have to get this thing tomorrow and other things. That's sad, but hey, we'll get it done right. And we're doing the plungers inside here anyways. So I was going to take off the head to do those, but now we'll take the whole thing off. Good times. All right, Andrew, take it off.
I'll get it going.
So I had to take this off anyways to do the plungers. We were going to make sure those are new too since we're doing a whole new motor. But makes it easier to take out the whole pump if you have it off. There we go. That's how your fuel pump works, guys. It's just 2 plungers up and down. Blop, 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 blop. Blop, 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 blop. Put that somewhere safe, baby. We got the fuel pump. There's all kinds of dirt falling on my face down there. Got the fuel pump up and out, so I need to helicoil that thing right there. And we have one, but it's just not quite the right size. It's one size too small. So I'm gonna run to Napa real quick and see if they have any. And hopefully they do, otherwise I have to order it. She is rolling. David is back in business. And I'm going to Napa. There's the avalanche. Get it over there. Long time, huh? Feeling good about it? All about parts coming back, man. Awesome, dude. You're rolling, brother. I got to run to Napa. You heading out here? Dude, it's nice meeting you. I'll keep in touch. I got your number. Later, David. You see this guy out here? He's one heck of a cool dude. David, running for Landstar. Hello. Well, let's pray that Napa Auto Parts has it, guys. These little guys. Yeah, I went to order it. Okay.
I'm gonna go back here and look real quick.
Thank you. All right, can we order them here? Or?
Let me see if I can even order. I know I carry the one.
Justin, can you deliver it to Hey Guy by chance? Do you have an account? Please deliver it as soon as possible down there, and I'll put my fuel pump back in.
Okay,
if it makes it quick,
pay for it now, or
yeah, I can. If it makes it quicker for me to pick it up in the morning, I can. I'll I'll call in the morning and see where you guys are at. But thank you for being an expert at bolts.
I just use the tools.
Let's use the right tools.
And a phone
So a little bit of a setback today. As you heard her say, it's a M12 1.75, which is very rare. So be here in the morning, and I guess that's fine. It's a little hiccup today. It took us probably about 2 more hours to get that going on, but we needed a fuel pump to come out anyways for the plungers, but we weren't expecting it to be stripped. So they'll deliver it in the morning along with the other 2 parts we're needing. So we'll be here tomorrow and hopefully get it all wound up by then. But let's get back to the shop and get whatever we can done now. Well, that sets us back another day, but hey, not all is lost. At least this showed up today. And that little pipe right there, guys, well, it's not so little, but that black one is $500, guys. But as you can tell, I mean, it still has plenty of life, it looks like, inside. It did get bent at one point. We didn't do that. So I said just replace it. But there is a stainless steel option, I think, for half the price, but we just don't have the time to wait for it. So we got that new hose coming in also, that blue one. But that pipe's here, but $500, guys. Woo! And our nozzles came in, so we have all of our fuel nozzles. Now we can put in our injectors. So stuff is coming in, but just kind of all over the place, and it was super unexpected for that bolt to just keep turning. We didn't even torque it hard. We just started to turn it, and it just kept going. So somebody in the past had stripped it out, and we're gonna do our best to fix it again right up there. And then we're of course doing the fuel pump anyways, so we needed to take off the top anyways. But now let's go help Allison, because we're gonna put this cam in. Let's get all these injectors out, and we're supposed to put a little bit of transmission fluid on this. And then now we have our tubes to go ahead and get them nice and set. That'll completely close up our head so we don't have anything open in the bottom of it. Let's get the rest of these unboxed and get them in. Cutting those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started with some scissors at first, and they told me, "Oh, there's a saw to
Use the
cut
chop saw. You're like, oh, well, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me that now.
We're good now. We're gonna put it on Justin's truck and be going rolling."
That's the hose that goes to the top of that $500 pipe.
Oh,
$500. $503. That'll go from here to the bottom of the water pump. There we go. Well, thank you, buddy. Day 6 coming to an end. Making progress, just waiting on some parts. And I'm gonna get these injectors in and call it a day. So for the injectors, you do transmission fluid on the O-ring. So I'm gonna get this all the way around nice and good before I put it in. And then good old Allison left me a note here. Inch pounds, guys, it's different than foot pounds. So 177, which is 60 foot-pounds, injectors first, and then 40 foot-pounds for the lines. There we go. What she said was, after I do the, you do 177 across inch pounds all the way on the injectors, and then 177 pounds on the little caps that push the tubes in, and that sets those together.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. I was like, okay, then she wrote 60 foot-pounds and 40 foot-pounds. Like, okay, then what's going on now? After those are set, 60 foot-pounds up here, 40 foot-pounds on the lines.
On this,
60 foot-pounds there,
and
40 on the lines. What you doing, man?
so 177, 177, 60, 60,
40. Okay, now 177 sets them together.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you. Day 6 in the books. We listened to Allison. We got everything torqued down. 177 inch pounds, and then 60 foot-pounds and 40 foot-pounds. And we have our fuel system back intact, which is awesome. Would have had all this put together today, but we had an unfortunate fuel pump with a stripped out bolt. So we'll get that fixed tomorrow. But everything else is in there, ready to go, ready to rock. We shouldn't have any more hiccups. After tomorrow, we have our tube ready to go down there. Get the radiator in, get all that hooked up, and then get our turbo on. We have one more little piece for our manifold we need to get. Once that comes in, we can put the turbo on. We have to clock the turbo a little bit, which means spin it. Our other one was kind of off, so our boot was a little bit kinked. So we'll get that right. But I'm getting excited, guys. Get it fired up. Hey, guys, taking great care of me. I owe everything to them for letting me have a bay, be inside, and teaching me what they know about these motors. So almost there, guys. Day 6, a couple more parts to come in. But with all this supply chain problems and everything else going on in the world, I can't say enough about how blessed I am to get this done in a week. So God bless you guys. I'm gonna get showered up, and we will see you on day 7.